everyone, and welcome back to another video. And in this nail design I wanted to incorporate black and gold, but then also wanted to use some gold foil and clear nails, and this is the result. So if you want to see how I did these nails, then just keep watching. As always, I've already applied my Dashing Diva nail guards, glued on long stiletto tips, and I've used my own Cover Pink powder to elongate my nail bed. And now on my pinky and index nail, I'm applying regular clear acrylic because I'll be applying gold foil and real flowers on top, and I wanted to have the look of clear nails. Now on my ring nail, middle nail, and thumbnail, I'm applying a plain black acrylic to the nail tip, and I'll be applying a really pretty gold and black glitter on top of this. Before I apply the chunky black and gold glitter mix, I'm going to apply a holographic black glitter that I pre-mixed with clear acrylic. I'm just doing this to add more sparkle and depth to the nail tip. Now I'm applying the chunky black and gold that I just mentioned, and this is, of course, Glitter Heaven Australia, as always. This is the Glitter Heaven Australia Gold Mine, and it's a beautiful mix of holographic black and holographic gold, chunky and fine glitter. So I was literally looking for months these type of real flowers. Like, I know everyone knows about the real flowers in the nail wheel from like eBay and AliExpress, websites like that. But I've also seen people using these really pretty flowers, and I'm like, where do you get those? And they never tell. Like, why do you have to be so stuck up? Why don't you just tell people where you got your stuff? You know, I always tell people where I got my stuff. But, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Look for stuff on your own because no one will ever help you. That's life. But anyway, I was on eBay. I was on Instagram, and this shop liked one of my pictures. And usually when someone follows me, I always click on their profile, check them out. And this was an actual shop, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna check them out. So I went. They had their website link in their bio, so I clicked on it, and they had those flowers, and I was literally in heart attack mode. I was like, oh my god, I finally found those flowers, and they were fairly cheap. The flowers are really pretty, and yeah, and this one I'm just using the black ones. So now it's time to place the flowers, and I'm just picking up a very wet bead of acrylic, placing it on my nail tip where I want the flower to go. And before the acrylic dries, I quickly pick up one of the flowers and I place it on my nail, and I press down until the acrylic starts to dry, and this allows the flower to adhere on all sides, so there's no sides sticking up or anything like that. And I'll be placing 2 black flowers on my index and pinky nails. And I'm just repeating the same thing on my index nail, placing the acrylic, putting the flower on top, pressing it down. But I also started getting a plastic bag, and I wrap that around my nail, and I pinch really hard. And this also helps to press down the flower and ensure that all sides of the flower are correctly adhered to the acrylic, so there's nothing sticking up. And before I started filming this, I knew what I was going to use. I try to do that. I try to plan out how the nails are going to look. That's really helpful. I usually get my nails done a lot faster. If I don't plan, I'm sitting there for like 6 or 7 hours. Like, what am I going to do with nails? But I did plan this one out, and I went ahead and pre-cut the gold foil. Now, whenever you get a gold foil, it comes in like these strips, sort of, like all bunched together. So I just go in with a I just used a cuticle pusher, the flat side of a cuticle pusher, and something else, and just pulled the gold leaf apart, and it just makes these little shard type things. And then I'm just picking up a little bit of liquid monomer on my brush, and then picking up the gold leaf pieces and just placing them randomly on my nail in between the black flowers. And now I'm just encapsulating all of the nails. I'm pretty happy with how they looked, so I was like, yeah, it's time to encapsulate. So I'm using the NSA Attraction, and I'm using, as always, I'm using the Alpha brush. I love their brushes, and when I encapsulate, I always use their size 14 oval Kolinsky. The NSI Attraction is a medium set acrylic, so within a couple of minutes, the nails are ready to be filed because the acrylic is already dried. So I just go in with, I believe this is a 180, possibly a 100. I don't remember. This is just a regular hand file, and I just go in and I file the sides. And for some reason, for me, since I've been using NSI Attraction, I do not have to use a nail drill, which is awesome. I just go in with, I switch up between a 100 and a 180, but I never use a 100 on the surface of the acrylic because it's just too coarse and it'll leave, the scratches are just too deep with a 100 grit file. So I just go in with a 180 on the surface of my nail just to, you know, thin it down if I apply the acrylic too thick, just to, you know, just shape the whole entire nail. Here I'm just applying UV gel top coat, and this is the one I always use. I always use the KC non-sticky gel top coat. And here's the final look of these real flowers and gold leaf nails. I just like this mix of clear nails with real flowers and gold leaf. I think it looks really nice.